Good morning, 7th grade. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Go ahead and hit pause to try to figure out the part of speech and definition of influx. Okay, so there's a trick with this. When you have an article, like the word a or the, articles are almost always followed by a certain part of speech. Think about it. The car, the bike, the Sasquatch, a house, a hummingbird, a Sasquatch. I mean, articles are almost always followed by nouns. So that's a very good way to guess to try to figure it out. Now, you want to be careful because you could see a purple car. So the word purple is describing the car and it's right after the A. So you do want to be careful because, with a noun, you could have something describing the noun. Okay, let's figure out what this word means. So South Florida has an influx of northern tourists every year. Okay. I imagine people from north are going to Florida because it's warm, and there are a lot of them. South Florida has a lot of northern tourists every year. You can see in the picture there are a lot of trucks, and that is exactly what an influx is. It's a lot of people, and it's not just a lot of people, it's the arrival. It's the coming of a lot of people to a certain place. It has the word in it because people are entering into a new place. They're all coming to this certain space. So very good. We're gonna go quick today so that you have lots of time to read, and maybe you read outside. It's getting kind of nice out. Just don't fall asleep like Milo. Let's keep reading Milo Cuscio the Miraculous. What you're going to do is you are going to find a example of misfu, metaphor, idiom, simile, personification, hyperbole, or understatement. This one page has 1, 2, 3, 4 examples. So try to keep them in order and figure out which one's which, okay? So Milo and Mr. O rehearsed their lines all night. But then... You smell hot? Milo's ears perked up, dancing to the slightest vibrations. Smell what? Mr. O sniffed so aggressively that he ended up snorting like a piggy. Milo's tail retreated beneath his legs. Run! Milo barked savagely. They dashed towards the door. Milo's paws were hummingbird wings, flapping so fast he took 50 steps before he even started moving. Looked just like that. Okay, go ahead and hit pause. Trust me, hit pause. Okay. Milo's ears danced. Do ears dance? No, what does? Persons, so that's personification. Mr. O snorted like a piggy. Comparison using like or as? Simile. Milo's paws were hummingbird wings? Are they actually wings? Is Milo like flying? No. Comparing his paws to hummingbird wings. Does it use like or as? No. So that is a metaphor. Is it true that Milo took 50 steps before he even started moving? No. That's an over-exaggeration, which we call hyperbole. Okay. We have 2 more examples. Let's keep reading. Milo and Mr. O were so engrossed in their play that neither of them noticed that the door to the backyard was slightly ajar. There, standing in the completely open doorway, was a massive Doberman, which donned a pair of aviator sunglasses. The Doberman doffed his sunglasses and growled, "Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you." Milo howled with laughter. Hey, one word with one of us, eh? Couple of us something, make it a word and a blow. Milo, what are you doing? Mr. O whined. Hey, relax. Dopey over here is all bark and no bite, Milo said. Okay, hit pause to try to find the last 2 examples. Is it true that the door to the backyard was slightly ajar? Of course not. It was completely open. So when the narrator says that it was slightly ajar, they're under-exaggerating. They're using understatement. Very good. Last example, very bottom. Mr. O says that the Doberman is all bark and no bite. Have you ever heard that phrase before? It is a common phrase that doesn't mean what it literally means. That is an idiom. Usually, when you say this, you are saying like it's not a big deal. You don't need to worry about something too much. In this case, it actually kind of makes sense literally because, of course, Milo and the Doberman are dogs. So, anywho, very good. I want to talk to you about your classwork. Today is a work day, which is very good. I'm very impressed with how hard you guys have been working. Keep it up. I'm so proud of you guys. So what you're going to do, you're going to answer one question, which I've shared with you. You're going to read your next section, and you're going to record one signpost. All right, so that's what you're going to do today for class. I'm going to show you that document. The other thing, if you hadn't turned in the homework that was due Wednesday or the homework that was due today, Friday, this would be a good time to complete that. Okay, so today is just a work day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Google Classroom right now. Okay, so I'm on the stream, and I have an assignment made for just you. Okay, so you can click on it on the stream, or you can go to classwork. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click View Assignment. Okay, so right here are the instructions. There's one question to answer. You'll read the next section, and you're going to record one signpost. So go ahead and open the document, and here's what you're going to see. Again, you're going to answer this question. Each group has a different question that I ask, and you're going to go ahead and answer it. And then you're going to read your next section. I wrote down what page numbers you're supposed to read, so you don't even have to pull up the schedule. Cough, you're welcome. And you're just going to record one signpost. Now, my friends, at least one signpost. Find more. I'm giving tons of extra credit points to people who are going above and beyond, okay? So all you're going to do, you're going to answer the question. You can answer it right there. Stephen blah blah. Okay, I don't want to give it away. When you are done answering the question and you're done recording your signpost, please hit turn in. That is very important. Now, before I send you on your way to knock out your classwork, there's one last thing I want to show you. So I'm going to go back to classwork. Okay? On Wednesday, I created a discussion page for you. Okay? And I'm showing you this group because they did a great job. I asked a question. All of these questions from all these people, these are the questions that you turned in. These are the questions that you came up with for Wednesday's class. Okay? And just like these students did, what I want you to do is I want you to go in here and I want you to answer one of these questions. So Kate answered Nadine's question, and she signed her name so that we can tell that it's Kate who's talking. Okay? So if you haven't already commented on the document, please do so. You only need to post at least 2 times. In this group, everybody posted twice. Okay? You'll see I made comments. Okay, so you can read my comments. The other thing that you'll see is I plugged in all of the questions that you guys came up with for this Friday. So this group, they did all of their homework, they turned them in, and I plugged in their new questions. So this group, most of them have already posted twice, but I mean, why not post even more? Get better at speaking and writing, get better at typing, get extra credit points because obviously I reward those who work really hard. And also, you know, this is a great place for you guys to talk about your book, okay? This is as close as we can get to having an actual discussion, okay? So that's the idea of this page. I didn't do a very good job of describing that. So, please, if you haven't already posted twice in this document, go ahead and do so. Even if you did, you'll notice I added new questions, so feel free to keep commenting and, you know, talk to your friends about your book. But today, your in-class work is to answer this one question, read your next section, and record one signpost. Okay? It's also a good day to make up your work. Okay, you just finished watching the video. Please go to my stream and comment all done. You guys rock.